I'm Ash.
I'm Rizal.
And we are here at Brunei Muara District.
And now currently we're at Taman Maukota Jubilee Emas, which is situated in the capital city, Bandar Seri Begawan.
And right behind us is the Grand Omar Ali Saifuddin Mosque, named after the 28th Sultan of Brunei.
And it is also one of the most impressive mosques in Southeast Asia.
Wanna explore this district together with us?
Let's go!
This Taman Mahkota Jubilee Emas Park is a 12-hectare riverside park situated alongside the Grand Omar Ali Saifuddin Mosque and the famous water village Kampung Air.
It was inaugurated on 22nd October 2017 in conjunction with His Majesty's 50th Golden Jubilee. How about that view at the back? Sini lah. This park is very famous for those who like to go for a morning walk, afternoon walk, or even evening walk for a healthy lifestyle, including jogging, rollerblading, and even cycling.
Hey, speaking of cycling, you can rent this 2-seater or 4-seater or even 6-seater bicycle for a captivating ride with your family and friends.
So Ashraf, shall we go for a ride?
Let's go!
Let's go!
Right now, we're at Royal Regalia Museum.
And this museum was officially opened back in 30th September 1992, which houses mainly the regalia of the Sultan and the royalty, and also includes related to the commemorations of the Silver Jubilee and Golden Jubilee celebration of His Majesty Sultan Hassan al-Bolkiah.
And inside, you need to place all your belongings, including cameras at the counter, in order to enter and enjoy the chronology of the Sultan's life.
We are now inside the Royal Regalia Museum.
And to make your life a lot easier, you need to download this audio guide app called easy.travel.
And it comes in 5 languages, which is English, Malay, Japanese, Korean, and also Chinese.
As you look at the royal chariot, you can see the 40 sinipit and 40 taming. The royal chariot would have been escorted by 40 warriors consisting of Sakai people, who carried the sinipit and taming while wearing red uniforms. The sinipits, a regalia with a red flag and a yellow stripe on one of its edges. The taming, placed on the other hand, which is a shield, is round and colorful. It symbolizes the readiness to protect the peace and justice in the country.
This is the replica of the Singgasana,
which is a throne in Istana Darul Hana, where His Majesty and Her Majesty were seated during the coronation ceremony.
This is the latest addition in the Royal Regalia Museum.
In conjunction with His Majesty's 50th Golden Jubilee accession to the throne.
Alhamdulillah, that's a wrap on the Royal Regalia Museum tour.
And now, let's move to our next location, Kunyit 7 Lodge. Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam. Hi guys. Come on in. My name is Kamaria. My friends call me Cam. So it's all right to call me Cam? Let's have a sit right down here.
Wow, such a lovely place, Ken.
So, Cam, can you tell us more about Kunyit 7 Lodge?
Well, I was born in this house. The family, actually all my father's siblings was here. So beside my father's siblings, which are my 2 uncles and my auntie. So at that time, I think there's about 20 of us in this house. And the house was even bigger. Over the years, the house has changed, but this particular house is 40 years old. So the stills are more or less, we've done some work on it. So they're between 36 to 40 years old on the stills. But the upper ground that you see, all this wood that you see down here is 40 years. The wood that you see outside is only about 6.5 years old to 7. So we're turning 7.
Oh.
Come April, we're turning 7. Alhamdulillah, it's fantastic to be here. So when we first had the house, we decided we wanted a bit of fresh air. So that's when we had the doors widely open, so we can hear the sound of the prayers in the evening or any time of the day when there's prayers, especially during Ramadan. You can see people walking, bersedekah ya orangnya, house to house down here, and people were walking down for Tarawih. So the nearest surau is actually about 200 meters from here. So people in the village will walk down during this festive season. Well, we're coming to Ramadan. So during Ramadan, my aunties and my uncle used to gather around here in this house. This house belongs to my late grandfather, Pinggiran 7, Pinggiran Munggul. And together with my granny, they stayed here most of their lives. My granddad is blind, while my grandma is deaf. Can you imagine? Staying husband and wife, one is blind and one is, deaf. So when my grandmother, she can't hear. My granddad used to have a metal bowl and a metal cup and spoon. In the olden days, you don't have Chinaware, so it's all metal. To make sure that my grandmother hear him, he used to knock, tang, 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 tang. So if my grandmother can't hear, but people in the neighborhood will come and look for my grandmother. My grandmother, they say, suka berjawur. So she used to go around the kampung,
Strolling.
So, strolling. So the neighbors in the kampung are all related to my grandmother. So my grandmother is, they call her the youngest grandmother, so they call her Niamit, Nidamit. But she has an older brother, Pinggiran Amit, also his name. He's on the other side, while my Nini Tangah is on this side. So as we were growing up, we used to get a lot of visitors into the house, and the doors were not locked, never locked. So people can come and go as they like. So family used to come in, bersedekah, beli barang, bagi barang and everything. But as we were also growing up, we stayed on land. My father is an army officer. So my father is from the 3rd batch of the army. They call them the Army Port Dixons. We come back over the weekends. So my cousins on this side and the other side used to teach us how to cakap Melayu. Okay, nobody actually, most of them wanted to learn how to cakap orang putih from us. But it was part of growing up. The best thing about growing up in Kampung Air is the gotong royong. A lot of people will come in, especially wedding. The best thing about wedding in the past, you know what? We don't go to banquet hall. This is where we sit. Bersila on the floor, sit on the floor and into the bedrooms. So everybody just sit around the bed, everybody squeezed together, chit-chatting. And before we had the tudung, can you imagine them in baju kebaya sitting on the floor? And before that, my cousin used to go across, go and roll her hair. All the hair colors and everything coming across in a boat with hair colors. Once they're in the house, they remove the hair colors, sit on the floor. How glamorous can that be?
That was
But
very
it was something interesting as you were growing up. So we see the years change, how weddings, and when they go to royong, they used to say, berapa kerbau or berapa lembu, sapi we're going to have. So the villagers will come in, and that's when they actually slaughter and they will clean up the beef or whatever it is for the wedding itself. So I think that's what I miss the most, gotong royong. And if you see the villages around Kampung Ayam, you'll see a lot of them are named after people.
Yeah,
Pertama
I noticed
Indra,
that. Yeah.
Burung Pingai. You saw Flea. Flea is from Burung Pingai. Flea followed us from Burung Pingai. Flea, my cat, right?
Yeah.
So those are the names. So ours is called Bakut Berumput. If you look at Bakut Berumput in the past, our place is jarang belayar. So it's a hillcock. So it's high. So we used to get monitor lizards coming in around that area. And on my my cousin's side, on the other side, they can even rear cows or buffaloes, water buffaloes, and grow what they call as sayur, yeah, vegetables on the side. And again, the condition of the water was different then. So now it has slightly changed and moved in. And in the past, we have a lot of artisans, some who painted, and some who actually do metal work, woodwork. So it's between metal and wood.
So correct me if I'm wrong, Cam. You also host tourists and visitors here
Yes, correct.
at this lodge.
Yes, we do. The last one who just left was a few hours ago before you came in. So we get them, especially with the borders being closed. We host family. We rather host family. It's easier than each individual who comes at different time because it is COVID time. So we want to make sure that people are safe, the security are in, the SOPs are in. Okay, so the people can sleep, how shall we say, comfortably at night, peacefully. That's the word. Yeah.
And also notice there's a lot of paintings here. So did you paint them by yourself?
Some paintings, not everything, but some of these paintings that you see in front of us are by well-known painters in Brunei. But the wall is definitely mine. Yeah, the wall is definitely mine. You see a wall-to-wall across my other house painted by me, but this one is halfway done because I broke my ankle, so it stopped. But if you see other parts of the house, yeah, those are my painting. Maybe we'll try a hand later.
We should.
Yeah? Okay.
Can't wait to do that.
Yes, come. And this is what we call as an open concept. K means kunyit. So my late grandfather, being blind, he can't move so much, and in the old times, it's so difficult to get doctors to move around. So orang kampung selalunya makan kunyit. They eat kunyit for inflammation. So what I said to myself, kunyit 7 will be a quirky name. People will remember. So you can use it as kunyit 7 or kunyit 7.
So to those who doesn't know, kunyit means
Turmeric.
Turmeric, yes.
English.
So during my free time, I also paint. So let's paint. Let's go.
I wonder what Cam prepare for us
Yes, I'm
for light
starving.
refreshment.
What do you think we should have? What is very common?
Let me guess. Kueh traditional.
Yes, but what?
Do you have any idea?
Maybe ringgit,
Ninjas?
maybe kelupis.
Kelupis? Kelupis is very common.
Welcome to Kampung Ayer Cultural and Tourism Gallery.
This gallery was opened back in 19 August 2009 by His Royal Highness the Crown Prince.
Aimed to revive the past glory of Kampung Ayer so that it will not be extinct by the rapid pace of modernization.
The exhibition over here displays a different aspect of Kampung Ayer in the beginning of the 10th century until the present day.
And do you know the titles Venice of the East and the Floating City were given by the Chinese and the Europeans back then? Ini macam si
so yang
sub
makin
dia,
sana,
so
you take.
masih kan main
Ah.
sambung macam ni.
Rizal, this is the Kampung Air walking trail.
which shows some of the interesting places here in Kampung Air.
So if you enjoy strolling, this is a thing for you.
Hello everyone, we're now at Kampung Sungai Bunga,
Have you ever wondered why is this village called Kampung Sungai Bunga?
or in English, Flower River Village.
Because once upon a time that this village was surrounded by this flower called Kindana flower.
Interesting. So Ash, what are we gonna do today?
Okay, what's in store for us in a bit? We're gonna make this famous cake called kue sapit.
And the host is waiting for us over there.
Let's go!
Let's go.
As promised, next to us we have our host, Miss Maswati.
Okay, Miss Maswati, what are the main ingredients to make kueh sapit?
Bahan-bahan untuk buat kuih sapit, tepung, gula, telur dan santan.
So basically, flour, sugar, eggs, and coconut milk.
Pretty simple, guys.
Simple ingredients to make
Yeah.
kue sapit. Would you like to try to make one, Rizal?
Oh, I would love to.
Yeah.
This village has been here for many decades.
People over here are super nice and 2 thumbs up hospitality.
And not just making kueh sapit, but they also have a hiking trail nearby for those who likes hiking.
If you're lucky, you will come across that famous flower, Kindana flower. You might never know. So let's move on to our next location, shall we?
Which is Terata Setiawan in
At-
Kampung Bolkiah A. Let's go. Hey guys, we're now at Terata Setiawan,
Which is located at Kampung Bolkiah A.
and here we have the host.
Hello, my name is Haja Buzar. I'm the host of Travelogue Setiawan. Please come in.
What a cozy place.
Thank
you.
So Abuzar, thank you so much for having us.
You're welcome. It's such a pleasure.
Okay, can you tell us a little bit of backstory about this place?
Okay, so Travelogue Setiawan is a homestay located in Kampung Bolkiah A. So we started opening our homestay in March 2020. Yeah, so it was a homestay where we open where we offer bed and breakfast, and also we offer private dining experience for our guests as well. Yeah, so part of the private experience is an ambuyat, so and also private high tea actually. So part of the activity is for high tea as well is you get to experience actually wrapping the kelupis, and now it's the kelupis for ours is our signature kelupis pandan. So guests can actually come over and experience the afternoon high tea where you can also wrap the kelupis pandan as well. And also for the authentic ambuyat private dining experience, we call it menyungkil di Terata. Yeah, so it's also an ambuyat blending experience where guests can come over and enjoy the afternoon and spend the night in our beautiful Terata here. Yeah.
Are the activities inclusive of the room? Is it?
For the private dining experience, it's not exclusive of the room. Yeah, so it's just a choice for our guests to stay over, and it's also part of the dining experience where you can come over and enjoy a good time, and just with your friends and family, come over and you can enjoy the Kampung Air experience. Yeah.
That's nice.
Okay, so since you guys are here, let's experience some ambuyat experience, and let's head to the kitchen.
Yes, let's go.
Can't wait to try it.
Pun mesti jangan dibawa bercakap. Kadangnya orangnya mengacau. Anda pantang tu nya, jangan dikadu, jangan ku dikaca, jangan ku dibawa bercakap menumpang buyat ku ni.
That's right.
There you go.
Okay, Abuzar, what have you prepared for us?
So this is the part of the package for Menyungkil di Terata, the private dining experience where guests can come over and experience eating ambuyat in Kampung Air. So we have here prepared some fried fish, and we also have some pumpkin, and also the ambuyat that we made earlier in the kitchen, and we have some turmeric chicken, and also some stewed prawns. Yeah.
And what about
we
this,
also
Abuza?
have here the caca. We call it caca in Malay. It's sort of the dip where you can scoop the ambuyat and dip it in the sauce or the dip, and you can just eat it straight away. Yeah. Please
Wow,
enjoy.
It smells so good in here.
Bon
Yes.
appetit.
Let's go.
Let's
Bismillah.
try.
Alhamdulillah, that was a very fulfilling lunch.
It was a very good lunch. So, Abuza, what do we have in front of us right now?
Yes, so we have here some kelupis pandan, and we also have here some sape. So when guests come over, we serve them after they're finished with their ambuyat meal. So we serve them with some couple of kuih. So this is actually kuih sape and also our kelupis pandan. We try to support the local bakers here in the village. So we actually bought some kuih sape here for you guys to enjoy. Yeah, so please have a try.
Hey guys, let's join us cruise along the Brunei River to witness the natural beauty of the mangrove.
I know you want to join us.
Let's go. Wow, look at that. That's a huge crocodile at the back. I think it's running away because it's shy.
We just witnessed a real crocodile in the natural habitat. Jong Batu is a rock outcrop located at the end of the Brunei River, about 10 to 15 minutes boat ride.
If you can see, it resembles a sinking boat, with the bow sticking out of the water.
Look, Rizal, proboscis monkey.
So proboscis monkeys are long-tailed arboreal primate which can be found along the river or swampy mangrove forest in Borneo.
They are also known as long-nosed monkeys because of their uniquely large nose. Look what we just spotted.
Finally, we have found the fireflies.
Here we call them kunang-kunang.
Ash, look, it's in my hand right now.
You mean the fireflies
The
in your
firefly.
hand?
Guys, this is a once-in-a-lifetime experience for us.